What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? Crosswalk, episode 50. I'm Jax, that's Cross. Uh what's going on, man? How's it
Man,
going?
it's another Monday. I feel like they're a little rougher coming off the holiday, but to be fair, the end of the day when we have Crosswalk, it just makes everything okay. But yeah, doing good. Saw the family over the weekend, enjoy a
Mm-hmm.
lot of barbecue, a lot of barbecue. Shot off some fireworks and man, just fellowship, enjoyed the family. Everybody's doing good. And how was your weekend?
I did the same. I made sure I was mindful, didn't get any fingers blown out,
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Jason Pierre Paul. But yeah, all's well, but we did get some barbecue going. So I'm still full. Still got some leftovers too. So
That's what's up.
yeah. So it's episode 50. This is a monumental episode. This is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you got a number 50. That's easy.
Oh yeah, definitely. My number 50, man. Like I'm sure I'm gonna leave you a good number 50 out there. Grimy put one in the chat. That's another good one. Man, I remember back in the day when I was playing like youth football, and like you already know what time it is. Saturday mornings, early in the morning, you got to get up, go play the football games, man. So like my mom back in the day, bro. I don't know if you remember, they have like the NFL like hits video on the VHS. She popped that in.
Bro, you
And
already know.
they showing all the big hitters. And today, my number 50, I'm going with a guy that was definitely on a lot of those. Mike Singletary, the middle
Mm-hmm.
linebacker for the Chicago Bears. Former coach as well. Just definitely played, just roam enforcer in the middle of that defense with the Bears. Shout out to him. But yeah, that's my number 50. What about you?
That's a good one. And that is the first person I thought of, man, with his eyes being so big, even though he was not a big person. But yeah, man, I wish he was still coaching. Shout out to the Baylor Bears. But like my number 50, man, the second person I thought of after Mike Singletary is the Admiral, David Robinson, man. I'm not a Spurs fan, but I have to acknowledge greatness when I see it. And that dude was great from the jump, coming into the league. So yeah, David Robinson, for sure.
Yeah.
I got a question to you. What kind of player do you think that David Robinson would be in the league now?
I personally think in today's NBA, like a athlete like David Robinson, I could see him being more of a stretch center. So I could see him playing more like kind of how Chris Bosh played in his day, where Chris Bosh was that 6'10", 6'11" stretch power forward. And in today's NBA, I see David Robinson getting up and down in transition, knocking down that 15-footer, shooting threes as well, and obviously being a defensive presence, rim protection, and being another. I think he would have did phenomenal in today's NBA as well.
Yeah, I think that if he played in today's NBA, I don't think that he is as I guess as nimble as Giannis, but the size, the strength, I could see some similarities from that standpoint. I think it would have been really interesting to see David Robinson, especially with his defensive instincts. That'd been really cool. So, all right. So we didn't have the UFC this past week, but we got a big one coming up this week. And of course, we're going to be live streaming for this one. But we want to dig into this card a little bit. So obviously we got McGregor versus Holloway 2 coming up this weekend for International Fight Week. But I don't want to start there. I want to start further down the card. There's a fight that is a really interesting fight. And it's in the bantamweight division. Cody Garbrandt, the former champion, against Adrian Yanez. What are your thoughts on this fight?
I don't like the matchup for Cody Garbrandt. I mean, with that chin he has and the boxer that Adrian Yanez is, I think I think at some point, man, Yanez is going to be looking to land something big on that chin. And, Garbrandt's fight IQ still hasn't really been the same. Like once he, takes a little bit of adversity, it's no more game plan. He's just going to bite down on the mouthpiece, stand right in front of you and just swing it out. And, that's pretty much how I think that fight's over. I think Garbrandt is in the first round is going to be trying to use a lot of feints, low kicks, circle the octagon. But then like towards the end of round 1, round 2, he's going to be in boxing range a little bit more. And it's going to get very interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that Cody still has the speed to compete, but it's his instincts and like you said, his fight IQ. It just hasn't been the same. And then I feel like he's either trigger happy or gun shy. Like it's one of the two. It's never in the middle of being like a responsible offensive fighter. It's either he's throwing with reckless abandon or he's not throwing at all. So, what's funny is they're only 2 years apart in age.
Bro, it's the craziest thing because I definitely wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. But yeah, Cody is only 2 years older than Adrian, but there's a massive amount of difference in the experience and the things that Cody's been through versus Adrian. Not to say that Adrian hasn't been through stuff too, because he definitely has. But yeah, that's going to be an interesting fight. I can definitely see Adrian getting him out of there. But Cody can still land something big, and Adrian has Rob Font got Adrian out of there. So
And I mean, that's something else too, man. You think about it with Adrian Yanez, man. Like in his last 5 fights, he just had so much adversity. 3 losses, got a draw in his last fight against Ricky Simon. Does have the win over Vinicius Salvador, but I mean, you start going through his resume, the wins, nothing really jumps out at you. I mean, he's been in there with some good fighters, Rob Font, Jonathan Martinez, but he doesn't have like that definitive win where it's kind of like, all right, like now I can see where Adrian Yanez is trying to go. So, hey, don't count out Cody Garbrandt now.
That's true. That's true. Western put the eye and the dagger with the for the tattoo. Yeah, that tattoo is wild. Now he just getting stuff now, just for no reason. All right, so this next fight, man, this is an interesting fight. Gable Stevenson is making his debut against Ellison. How do you think that Gable Stevenson is going to stand and strike with him, or do you think he's going to go directly for a takedown and just take it into his world?
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the old like overhand into a double leg type thing. I mean, he's done that on the regional scene, so it wouldn't surprise me to see him do something like that. Him making his UFC debut on a Conor McGregor card. So there are going to be some jitters there, that anxiety, nervous energy is going to be there. But I mean, like the UFC definitely know what they're doing. They're trying to, they know they got a potential guy right here. And, I think the matchmaking for him is going to be very nice by the UFC going forward for a little bit. And they want to build this guy up. They want him to go out there, perform well, and finish some guys, and him gain some more traction, get some fans, and see if they can get another star at heavyweight.
Yeah. Have you seen the line for this fight?
Let me see. I got it. Oh my God, bro, he's on minus 2,700 favorite. Bro, I thought that was a joke.
It almost feels irresponsible to not put some money on Ellison, just in case.
That's wild, bro. I've never seen a line like that, bro.
That line is ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. What is it? You put $100 on, and you'll win what? An additional 1,000 back?
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you would think
put 10 stacks on there, bro.
I'm not putting 10 stacks, but like I'll put $10. I got $10 I can put on it. I ain't finna lose no money. I give you 10. Nah, that's wild. Yeah, Western. He said Gable got to show out. He do. He does.
Yep.
I expect finish. Like it needs to be a finish. You need to win with style points
Yeah.
for this. So
Like that fight does not need to go over like halfway around one. Like get in there, get him out of there very quickly. Very quickly.
yeah, it should be. But yeah, that line is absolutely nuts. Okay. This fight is
first off,
very
shout out to Lazy Bed with the 30 joules clutch in the chat. Appreciate it, Lazy. Always good to see you in the chat, Lazy. I'm gonna try and get over there for you guys to stream a little later too, Lazy.
Is he doing the Just Bleed thing?
Yeah. I think I saw a post that they're doing that tonight, so I'm gonna try and get over there for that.
But yeah, I'll make it over there too. All right, so this fight is very interesting. I'm curious what you think about it. Nikita Krylov against Robert Whittaker at light heavyweight.
Mm-hmm. So you know, Robert Whittaker is making his debut at light heavyweight, moving up. You know, obviously, when you move up, you're probably going to be giving up a little bit of size. I mean, he wasn't the biggest middleweight, so him going up to light heavyweight is going to be giving up a few inches in height, 4-inch reach disadvantage for Robert Whittaker. But I definitely think he's the better striker than Krylov. I think he's going to be faster than Krylov. But at the same time, like Krylov can be so reckless offensively and leave himself open to get hit. But with that, at the same time, like that wildness, like he may hit you with something that you don't really see coming for real. So I think he's gonna have to be careful. But yeah, I like the Reaper going into this one. I think it's a good step up for him, good matchup for him in his debut at light heavyweight.
Man, I'm worried. I'm worried about this one for Robert Whittaker. Not to say that he can't win, because everything that you said is true. But because Krylov is so odd, he's very similar to Geary in the fact that you just don't know what this dude's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a A, B, C person. He's A, Q, K. He's gonna be all over the place. You don't know what's gonna happen. And that's the stuff that you get caught with. I do think that Rob's chin's gonna be even better at this weight class, I think. But the power coming back to him is gonna be more. So I don't know how this is going. I'm going for Robert Whittaker. I want to see him do well, but it's a very dangerous fight for him at this weight class to jump into semi deep waters with Krylov at light heavyweight. So yeah, I'm concerned.
And then on top of it, like if the fight happens to go to the ground, man, Krylov is very dangerous on the ground, like legit submission threat. I mean, he's got 16 submission wins on his resume. So this guy's dangerous anywhere the fight goes.
For sure. I mean, you saw what he did to Ryan Spann. The way that, he transitioned from this thing to that thing and just kept on setting traps and got him out of there. Like he can do the same. I don't know, but I definitely have my eye on that one. What is Grimy talking about,
bro? Don't even pay him any mind, dog.
Grimy tripping, bro. All right. So here's a fight that's not going to see the end. Bobby Green against Terrence McKinney.
Man, I think this is going to be a good one right here. I'm really looking forward to this. I mean, we already know what time it is with Terrence McKinney. Like this guy has never been to decision in his life, in his entire career. Every fight is a finish, 100% finish rate. Bobby Green, we know what time it is. Going to talk a lot of trash to you. Hands going to be down at his waist. A lot of head movement. So this first round going to tell the tale. Like I feel like if this fight makes it out of the first round, Bobby Green is going to be in the driver's seat in this fight. But in the first round, Bobby Green better be on them P's and Q's because Terrence McKinney is so explosive in that first round. But yeah, this gonna be a good one. It's gonna be some black on black violence right here.
Yeah, man. I fully expect this fight to not make it out the first round. And I fully expect Terrence McKinney to get Bobby Green out of there. Not to say that Bobby can't win, but it's just the way that Bobby wins. In most cases, not every time, but in most cases, I just feel like he's gonna not have enough firepower to match up against Terrence, who's just all offense, no defense. There's no
Yep.
defense. It's kill or be killed, and either you're gonna get me or I'm gonna get you. And I just think that he's just gonna fire off enough kill shots to get Bobby Green out of there. But I don't know. We'll see. But there's no way that this fight is not going to be exciting.
Yeah, for sure.
No
bro, this one gotta be good. Gotta be. I mean, Terrence McKinney, win or lose, is exciting. Win or lose.
Yep. Definitely agree. Shout out to Daniel Bear Sports highlight. Appreciate you jumping in here with us. All right, so here's a big fight. Huge fight for the flyweight division. Brandon Royval against Lona Kavanaugh. How do you see Kavanaugh stepping into this one, man?
Man, speaking of that new generation, that flyweight, man, took that big jump in his last fight against Brandon Moreno, got that win, comfortable decision over Brandon Moreno. It was like doing his thing against Brandon Moreno. Royval in there again against another young killer. If you look at this guy's last 5 fights, it's been Alexandre Pantoja, Brandon Moreno, Tatsuto Taira, Joshua Van, Manel Kopp. So he's been in there with the best of the best, and this is just another day at the office for Brandon Royval. We know what time it is, Royval, man. It's all action, all energy, fast pace, craziness. There's no telling where the fight may go. I think Kavanaugh is going to be a bit more measured than Royval, and he's going to try to control the pace a little bit. But and I see somebody talking about lost the energy, but hey, I'm gonna be honest, that's the best base for flyweight. Joshua Van lost the energy as well, so apparently that's the best move at down there at flyweight. But I think it's gonna be a good one. I'm curious to see how Royval bounces back because he's then lost his last 2 fights. So he needs a win badly. I know he didn't want to, go on that 3-fight skid. So I'm curious to see how he what's going to be his game plan going into this one.
Yeah, Westy said that Royval should win. I agree, he should, but I think Lona Kavanaugh is kind of stepping into his own. His confidence is definitely boosted coming off of that win. He feels he's where he belongs and fighting against the people who he belongs fighting against. But Royval's there to humble him. And Royval has been in the situation already, against Tatsuro Taira, against Joshua Van. So he knows, how this feels. He's been on the other side of it as well. So I think that he comes in with a different mindset, and it's just, I feel like this is just a loss that Lona Kavanaugh is supposed to have. But if Lona comes in with that same level of confidence, man, it's going to be a very different fight. I don't know. I mean, that's a huge one.
Yeah, you could say, man, his last fight was kind of like that. And because I feel like I remember us talking about, man, this might be too much too soon for Kavanaugh. Because did he take the fight on short notice too, or was it? Or so yeah, that was my thing. Like he took it on short notice and went in there, and I mean, he showed Brandon Moreno levels. So that could have been that moment for Lona Kavanaugh where he kind of just ascended to that next level, and just like you said, started coming into his own.
Yeah. So this fight, and we've talked about it before. So the winner of this fight, obviously Brandon Royval has fought for the belt before, so it's a little weird. And obviously we got Pantoja coming back from injury. How should this play out? If Brandon Royval wins, should there be a different path than if Lona Kavanaugh wins, considering he's fresh? A fresh face in the title picture? How do you think it should play out?
So if Kavanaugh win, I think the matchup is pretty easy for him. I think it'll be Manel Kopp, just because Pantoja is going to come back. He's going to get the title shot just off of merit and what he did when he was a champion. So at that point, Manel Kopp going to have to fight somebody. And at that point, that would make the most sense, him and Lona Kavanaugh for the number 1 contender right there. If Royval wins, though, I mean, he's coming off the Kopp fight, so I don't think he would fight Kopp again. But honestly, I don't know who he would fight because his resume is just everybody in the top of the rankings. So I don't know who he
Yeah.
could. He's already fought Van, fought Cobb. So I don't know what they would do at that point.
Yeah, it's a very interesting problem when you have so many top contenders who, I guess you can almost draw a line and be like, nobody can beat these dudes, and they're just up there. So what are you gonna do? So it's almost better for the UFC Kavanaugh win, so they can have something fresh. But
exactly,
yeah, it's an interesting fight, but very consequential. The next one's pretty consequential too. Not necessarily the one that everybody wants to see, but we got Corey Sandhagen against Mario Batista. That's a big fight too.
It is, and a rematch too. I mean, they fought, a long time ago. Batista, I feel like, has started really to come into his own in the UFC. They do have, a similar opponent in Umar Nurmagomedov. Both lost by decision to Umar. And I really feel like both guys in the Umar fight, they were kind of like hanging around in the fight. Like Sandhagen, I felt like was in the fight up until maybe like round 3, and then he really, really started to slow down from all the grappling. Yeah. Batista's got a really good gas tank. This guy fights really to his game plan. He doesn't really get outside of himself. So I think this one has a potential to be a little bit slower of a fight. Because I think they both know there's so much riding on this, and I don't think either guy's gonna want to take much of a risk. And it's going to be more like a chess match, like a point fight. I can see this fight kind of going like that. And I think, most people want Sandhagen to win, so we can maybe finally get the Sandhagen-O'Malley fight. But at the end of the day, man, it's going to be a high-level chess match right here.
Yeah. I see Grimy talking about it. Man, I don't know, dude. It might be one of them fights that we just never get. I don't know. I hope that's not the case.
I hope not either.
It's nuts. It would make no sense that we never get that fight, but here we are. Could be. But I do think that this is a really good fight. And like you said, Mario Batista he's definitely rebounded pretty well from that Jose Aldo situation. I don't hear people necessarily talk about that anymore, which is good for him. But yeah, this is a tough fight. It's a very tough fight, and I'm curious what Corey Sandhagen shows up. Is it going to be D1 wrestler Corey Sandhagen, or are we going to go back to the striker Corey Sandhagen? Because when he fought Umar, I felt like he dialed back the striking for some reason. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they have a good reason for that game plan, but I feel like that was a major part of why he lost the fight. Not to mention, I mean, Umar is just, really, really good. But I feel like Corey was just inactive and reacting and just, I don't know. But like a lot of that goes into his mindset and what he brings to the fight. Mario Batista is going to fight the same way pretty much every time. So I think that the way that Corey comes into the fight is going to dictate where this fight is going to go. But Corey is the favorite, right?
Let's see. Yeah, -140.
Do you think that that's fair, or do you think it should be closer or further away?
I think that's a good line. I mean, because if you look at it, you just go through Sandhagen's resume, guys he's been in there with. Batista doesn't really have a win that really just jumps out on you. I mean, even the Aldo win, that didn't really jump out at you. He did submit Vinicius Oliveira, really good win. But I mean, Sandhagen's got wins over Davison Figueiredo, Rob Font, Cheeto Vera, Song Yadong. So I mean, he's got the guys he's been in there with. I think that definitely plays into it. And then on top of it, he did win the first one. So I think that plays a part into it as well.
I agree. I totally agree. All right. So to the co-main event, we got Benoit Denis against Paddy Pimblett. You know what? The question I have for you is, if this fight were taking place before we saw Paddy Pimblett fight Michael Chandler, what would you think about this fight then versus what you think about it now?
I'm gonna be honest. Nothing has changed for me. I think this is gonna be fight of the night. Honestly, this is my straight up pick for fight of the night. I think it's Paddy's got a phenomenal chin. Benoit Saint Denis got a good chin and is a dog, can take a lot of damage as well. I think on the feet, they're going to be kind of even on the feet. I think Benoit's a little bit better of a kicker. But as far as with the hands, I think they're very, very even there. Something I am going to point out, though, Benoit Saint Denis loves to go for those double legs, and Paddy Pimblett's got a really good guillotine. And, you know, like in the Dustin Poirier BSD fight, like he got caught in the guillotine against Dustin Poirier. So, I mean, that's going to be something that Paddy can definitely implement if BSD tries to go for the double leg, of course. But I do think the Dustin Poirier, Renato Moicano little run for BSD did him very good in a sense to where like he learned like, hey, like I can't be too reckless. I got to get better. I got to play to my strengths, and I have to look to do what I do. I can't try and go in there and think I'm just going to win because these other guys are just as good. So I think this is going to be a phenomenal fight right here. Phenomenal fight.
I think so too. And I would say for me, that Michael Chandler fight, it did change a little bit for me. Just his ability to fight in different ways. Early in his UFC career, obviously he just came in just being reckless. You know, the whole Scousers don't get knocked out thing. And he's transitioned as he's moved. He's found a way to wait. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, but he's found a way to evolve his style to be more well-rounded. So, and he's big. He's big for the welterweight division. I mean, for the lightweight division. So, yeah, it's definitely changed for me. But I agree that this is probably going to be fight of the night. I think, even though there's a lot of competition for that on this card. My question for you is: should the winner of this fight for the BMF belt next?
I actually like that. I like the winner getting the BMF fight because I mean Oliveira doesn't really have a fight. I mean, surprisingly, if you think about it, he really should have got the Conor fight. But I think the method he went about the BMF title fight is the reason why he didn't get the Conor fight. But I mean, I definitely like that. I definitely like the winner of this getting Charlie Olives for sure. That Olives against either one of these guys would be must-see TV.
Absolutely. I think specifically if it's Paddy Pimblett, I think it would be massive. But even if it's BSD, it'll still be big. BSD is good in all areas, so I don't think that he's going to be as scared of hitting the ground with Charlie Olives. But regardless, I think that these two, whoever comes out of this, it's a really good matchup for Charles Oliveira because it isn't necessarily one-way traffic in one particular discipline the way that it was against. So I think it would be a lot more entertaining, which is the way that a BMF fight should be.
Yeah. What about I mean, a guy that's kind of got lost at lightweight? Is anybody gonna fight Arman Tsarukyan? Like, is he gonna get the next title shot or what? I mean, like, I felt like I haven't seen a video of him like eating a busload of food on Twitter in a while. But yeah, like he need to be getting that title shot here pretty soon, no?
He really does, dude. He really does. Because I mean, there's a few situations at lightweight that need to be figured out. But I feel like it's always that way with lightweight, like because it's probably still the glamour division in the UFC right now. I feel like they hold off on fights quite a bit because they're higher profile names, but it's a weird logjam, and Arman should be fighting Justin Gaethje for the belt. That's just what it is. He should be. But a lot hinges on what happens, this weekend.
Mhm.
If Max knocks out Conor, how can you deny him? If Conor knocks out Max and he's able to make 155, who's telling Conor no?
Bro, if
So
Conor wins by KO, bro, Conor's fighting definitely for a belt in his next
he's
fight.
fighting
100%.
anybody
Yep.
wants for a
Hmm.
belt.
I
So
think he'll be Islam though, but if
yeah.
Islam beats Ian Gary, of course.
Speaking of Ian Gary, have you seen there's a short video of Conor sparring Ian Gary? Have you seen that?
I have not seen that.
Bruh, when I tell you the size difference is ridiculous.
I believe
It it looked like me standing next to you.
it.
That's what it looked like.
Nobody in the chat gonna get that one, but that
Y'all ain't
was
gonna get it.
definitely that's a good one.
Yeah, nah, it's yeah, that's what it looks like, bro. It's wild, bro. Who's that? Western talking about Oliveira. I've heard that Oliveira fighting Diego Lopez, which if that were to occur, like Diego fighting Charlie Alice for the BMF belt, sign me up, bro.
Yeah.
Sign me up. I would love to see that. I'd love
And
to
I
see
mean, and honestly, it would make sense with the fights Diego Lopez has been getting, UFC
They
300,
kind of owe
White
him.
House, the Sphere, bruh. It would make total sense.
Mm-hmm. He deserves it. He deserves it. Like, shoot, everything that he's done, fighting. Like, I know a lot is given to Dan Ige for fighting short notice, coming in short notice, which is deserved. But Diego had to fight him short notice too, and he had a lot to lose. But he fought on that card. He's fought on all the big cards and delivered.
Yep.
Nobody's gonna forget what he did to Sadiq Yusuf. He deserves it, man. If he's gonna move up, and I feel like he's taking everything that Brian Ortega worked for.
Facts, bro. Where has that guy been, bro? Like his inactivity, bro, is just ruining his career. Yeah, grind me on you, dog.
Hey, it's all good, bro. Cross is 6'3". I'm not. I can't do nothing about it. But yeah, he said Lopez is moving up and so is Yair. Yeah, that's another big fight.
Bro,
Lopez
if they both moving up, make that fight finally.
Yeah, just make that fight. Might as well.
Yeah.
Dude, dude, it's fights like that, dude. Like the UFC will do something goofy where they'll match them. Jackson Stidham, look at you. Hey, I ain't that short, bro. Come on now. But if they make that fight, this is the stuff that UFC does. Like they'll make that fight, Lopez against Yair, but it'll be at the Apex.
Yeah.
Like, dude, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they missed out on the Vettori and Brendan Allen fight. Why did that not happen?
Yep.
Now Marvin Vettori is trash now. Like I don't know. It's they be messing up, bro. They be messing up. All right, so the big fight, man. Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. It's at 170. I don't know if that's being talked about as much as maybe it should be, or maybe it's not even that big a deal. But what do you think about it being at 170? How do you think it'll affect things?
I think 170 definitely helps Conor. Max, even though he's tall, he's not a very thick guy. So him up to 170, like, how's he gonna get up to 170? Like, is it gonna affect his speed? Obviously, it probably will help his power a little bit, but that's not Max Holloway's game. Max Holloway's game is volume, pace, pressure, footwork, and cardio. So I'm curious to see how it affects him in that regard. So I definitely think 170 helps Conor. However, we get the elephant in the room, man. Conor McGregor, 5 years off, coming off the broken leg. I mean, when you think about it, outside of the Donald Cerrone fight, his last win was Eddie Alvarez in 2016. So I mean, like he definitely hasn't been fighting at this level. definitely hasn't been training at this level for like a very like consistent amount of time. And we're gonna find out, like, if he can flip that switch and be like, all right, I'm gonna lock back in, I'm gonna get back into the craft and see if he still can do it. But Habib said something like years ago, and it kind of like stuck with me about MMA. Nobody has two peaks. Nobody has two primes. Like that Conor McGregor that we saw back in 2016, 2015, that guy's gone. That guy's not here anymore. He is never coming back. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying he can't beat Max Holloway, because he definitely can. But that guy is not that guy's not walking out on Saturday night. But we're going to find out, though. We're going to see if he's still, that guy.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said. That you put it that way about him not. I mean, you could say that he hasn't had a real win since 2000 in a decade.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's abnormal. Grimy said Michael Jordan had two peaks.
Nah, bro, that peak he sustained that, bro. He sustained that. The peak, like I would say probably about what, like 90 to about, what was it, 90, 98? Like it was just there. I mean, maybe like 89. Like, I don't know where you want to start it.
You know what? I don't. Okay, so I think that Michael Jordan, this is a tangent, but I think that Michael Jordan's peaks are different. And maybe this is for everybody, but you have a physical peak. And I think that Michael Jordan's physical peak was before he left for baseball. When he came back from baseball, I don't think that he was at his physical peak anymore, but he was so smart. And then he started to put on more weight because he knew he had to play a little differently. And now he's outsmarting you. Yeah. So his mental peak was a little bit later. So maybe there is two peaks.
Grimy. When Jordan left to play baseball, when he was playing baseball, bro, he was still the best basketball player on the planet. Think about that. He wasn't even playing basketball and was still the best basketball player on the planet, bro. Still. Because, I mean, there's a clip of him when he was playing basketball, he was up in Chicago, and he went to the Bulls facility, and I think there was a rookie that was talking some trash, and they played one-on-one, and Jordan just dogged him out in front of the whole team one-on-one, just dogged him out. It's definitely, that video is definitely out there, Grimy. Even when he left to play baseball, bro, he was still the best basketball player in the world.
Yep. Good job, Grimy. That is, because I'm right on that. I'm absolutely right. But yeah, I mean, for some people they have two peaks. It just depends on what they're doing, I guess. But I don't think McGregor is one of those people.
Not in this sport anyway.
Nah, there's no new tricks he's going to come with. He's not going to all of a sudden have an amazing double leg takedown. I don't think it's coming. And Max has shown that there's very, very few people who are able to beat him on the feet. Alex beat him primarily on the feet, and obviously Ilya did.
Yep. And then on top of it, man, as we all know, the danger factor for Conor McGregor drops off a cliff after the first round.
Yeah.
Like it's just what it is. Like that the power didn't even really like do much at 55. What is the power gonna do at 170? I know Max isn't, a big guy, but I mean, he's only been knocked out once. Grammy said Barry Bonds had two peaks. Nah, bro, Bonds was just that guy for like a very long time. Like he was that guy before Balco, and then Balco just sustained him for a little while longer.
Yeah, it worked. It worked. Yeah, no, I agree, man. And for Conor, man, do we really know that his power translates to 170? Do we really know?
We haven't seen it.
No,
that's one of the unknowns going into this fight.
I mean, Nate was able to. Obviously Nate has an amazing chin, but so does Max. And Nate was able, his punishment, the the first time they fought at 170, beat him. And then the second time that they fought, very, very close fight. So, bro, if Ilya can beat Max, Conor can beat Max. Can.
Is that where you putting your money, Westy?
Yeah, I want to know where you're putting your money.
Yeah,
Can
is that
he
where
beat
you're
him?
putting your money?
Yes. Anybody that gets into the octagon can beat. Can Elisha Ellison beat Gable Stevenson? He can.
Mm-hmm.
Will he? Probably not.
We'll see.
And I feel the same, not as strongly, but I feel the same way when it comes to Conor and Max. You just can't walk away from the game for that long and come back and beat somebody who is, one of the top fighters in the entirety of the sport. It's just, it just don't work like that. It don't work like that. If Conor loses, will he retire?
Nah, I don't think he'll retire. I think Conor's one of those guys that wants to go out with a win.
I don't think he'll ever retire. I don't think he'll ever retire. I don't think he ever will. I don't think that Conor's the type of person who's going to be like, all right, I'm done. The game is better than me. He don't have that kind of personality, man.
Yeah, likes the spotlight way too much.
Which could be his downfall, which has been his downfall. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about some recently announced fights real quick. So they recently announced Umar Nurmagomedov against Song Yadong. That's a big fight. That's a
phenomenal
huge
fight. Yeah, phenomenal fight. I think the winner is going to be right in line to slide in after that Peter Yan Merab trilogy. Then again, the winner of this could get O'Malley as well too. But yeah, it's a big time matchup. I think that's taking place in China too, or is that the Middle East somewhere? It's one of the two. I can't remember which.
I think it is. I think it is in somewhere in Asia. I'm sure somebody's gonna let us know.
Okay. But Jacoby Smith, Kevin Holland?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we know what Jacoby Smith gonna try to do with Kevin Holland. Take him down, control him, and just beat him up on the ground.
You got to. The only thing about that is he takes him down, man. Kevin Holland is still dangerous back on his back. Still dangerous.
How dangerous we talking?
Well, you remember that fight against Mikhail
Oleksiejczuk? Yeah.
He got him down. Kevin Holland off his back submitted him.
Yeah, but Jacoby Smith's a wrestler though. Oleksiejczuk's a striker.
True. Wrestlers mess up too.
True.
So I mean,
true.
It's possible.
You're not wrong.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
Yeah, but no, that's a really good fight. That wasn't even on the list, but that's a good fight. What about Mateusz Gamrot against Quillan Salkilld?
Man, this is a really good test for the prospect of Quillan Salkilld. I mean, he's finally gonna get that grappling test that we kind of all want to see those young up and coming fighters get. Like, do they have the answers for a wrestler that's just gonna shoot, double leg, chain wrestle, and if you get in trouble, like they can submit you as well. Like, we gonna see, if his grappling is up to snuff. I'm pretty sure he probably gonna be out there trying to train with Volk, Craig Jones, and all the crew down under, trying to improve that grappling. And like we fans of the fight game, and we want to see these young fighters develop and show their skills. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think that's an amazing fight. It just shows again how much the UFC dislikes Gamrot. But they hate this dude, man. They hate him. But I do think it's going to be an amazing fight. Quillan has gotten into a little bit of trouble from time to time with the grappling. He's been able to get out of it, but it's been against inferior competition to Gamrot. So yeah, that really is the big test. I mean, I don't think the Gamrot can strike with him, but yeah, grappling is going to be a very big test.
And I feel like in that fight, we're gonna know in the first round if Salkilld got the answers or not. Like the first double leg or the first scramble that Gamrot puts him in, we gonna see like, oh yeah, Salkild's fine. Or it's gonna be like, nah, he just gonna get wrestled and controlled for 15 minutes, and there's nothing he can do. We gonna find out very quickly in that fight.
Yeah. They brought up RoboCop against Fluffy, which we talked about that last week, but
yeah,
bruh, that fight there, Wesley said RoboCop is gonna get hurt, or he's gonna hurt Fluffy bad. Maybe. I don't know. I think one question, and I don't know the answer to this, is how good is RoboCop's gas tank?
Bro, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it. But I will say this though, he is a multi-time grappling champion though, and we haven't seen that either. So you know, Fluffy might get caught. He could always get caught in a scramble where, you know, he's trying to wrestle. Yeah. And we haven't seen RoboCop's takedown defense either, man. It's a lot of unknowns going into that one.
Yeah, a whole lot. Grimy brought up Barbosa versus Ribovich. He said it'd be fire. I don't think it's going to be fire. I think
Ribovich
going to get baptized.
Yeah, Ribovich going to get him out of there.
Yeah, I'm actually not looking forward to that. I don't want to see Barbosa get destroyed. But
yeah, I think he's going to get hurt bad.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. Ankh versus Roundtree. That's going to be an amazing fight. It's going to be amazing. Big. It's a consequential fight. So, yeah, looking forward to that one as well. One I'm actually not really looking forward to, but I'm bringing it up anyway, is Reinier de Ridder against Roman Dolidze.
At light heavyweight, too.
Yeah. Which is good.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of right there with you on this one, man. I'm not expecting fireworks in this one at all. I think this is gonna be a sloppy fight between two guys. RDR's gas tank is not good at all. Dolidze, his striking is very bad. RDR's striking isn't the greatest either, man. I'm not expecting much from that fight, if I'm being honest with you.
RDR has good knees.
That's about
it. That's all he got. Other than that, yeah, I feel like, I mean, somebody might get knocked out.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. All right, so I got some overreactions for you. Let's see. Okay, here's a good one. This is NBA related. So LeBron James, obviously he's not signed yet, but when he retires, he's going to get 3 statues.
I don't think he gets 3 statues. I don't think he gets 3. 2, I can see. The third one, I don't think he gets the third one.
So
I mean, how many guys with the Lakers got a statue and they only won 1 chip? Because I mean, I feel like the other guys, they got multiple rings.
Jerry West might have one. Let me see. Does Jerry West have a statue?
And they might have run out of room outside of the Lakers stadium too, bro. They got about 15 dudes with statues out there.
Jerry West, the only one with one.
With one
that I can think of, at least off the top of my head, with one. But he's
a logo, so that's a little different.
He's a logo, and he got to the championship a whole bunch of times and lost to the Celtics. So,
yeah. Nah, Kobe got multiple rings, Grammy. Got 5.
5 of them. Yeah. He said Kobe. So you think that he gets one in Cleveland?
Yeah, definitely gets one in Cleveland.
Obviously.
I can see one in Miami. I can see it, but I don't think it. I don't even think that's going to happen, if I'm being honest with you. I could see it though, but I don't think it's going to. I think for them, it's more so about Wade. Because I mean, he was drafted by them, stayed there the vast majority of his career. You know, it was Wade County when he was down there.
Do you think that his number gets retired in 3 places, 2 places, 1 place? It's a trick question.
I think the number can get retired in 2 places. I think Miami and Cleveland.
So definitely Cleveland. Cleveland, he gets everything, whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
They renamed the stadium LeBron James Arena. He wore number 6 in Miami. Number 6 is retired everywhere because of Bill Russell. So he can't really get it retired. Not really.
Yeah.
He definitely ain't getting 23 retired in LA. It's just not. So I feel like he's only going to get it retired in Cleveland.
Cleveland? Okay.
Yeah. And he gets a statue. And he gets a street named after him. And all of that. They might even rename the after him or something, but that's about it. That's all they're going to get.
Since we on the topic of LeBron, where does he go? Where does he end up? Or just does he retire?
I don't think he retires. Man, Philly came out of nowhere. If I'm thinking about, if I were LeBron and I'm thinking about basketball fit and wanting to win a chip, I'd probably go to Philly. But that's not to say that he can't win one other places, but that's where I would go. But I think that where he's actually going to go is, I'm still leaning to him going back to Cleveland.
Really?
Full circle. I know the Warriors are a good look as well, but I could just see him going back to Cleveland.
I think Golden State would be a good fit too.
Because
him with Steph, and with his playmaking, Steph off the ball, coming off all those screens, you get all these free lanes for LeBron to get to the rim. Like, I don't know, because him in Philly, Embiid gonna be in the low post some. And all those other guys gotta, they gotta get their shots up too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So that'll be a tough situation, but it's just a matter of what he wants to do. He's got options. He's definitely got options. I'm sure you saw that board that Rich Paul put up. Did you see that that whiteboard that Rich Paul had?
Nah, I didn't see it. Tell me about it.
But he put all the different teams on his podcast of the places that LeBron could go, and he had Cleveland, Spurs, the Cavs, the Warriors, the Mavericks. Like, bro, he ain't coming to no damn Mavericks, bro.
Nah, he ain't going to Dallas.
For what? Why? Why would he come here? So yeah, it's interesting, all those options that he threw up there, but I really think it comes down to 2 teams. It's still Cleveland or Golden State. I think that's what it comes down to.
Okay.
Yeah. But we shall see. He's gonna have to make a decision soon, I would think. All right. Another overreaction. The Los Angeles Lakers obviously have a brand new starting 5 consisting of Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Jake LaRavia, possibly Mamu Kelishvili, and Walker Kessler. Do you think that that's the most unathletic team in modern NBA history?
No way you just Bruh, I was not ready, dog. I was not ready for that. But yes, we can cut this very short. Yes, that is the most unathletic starting 5 in the modern NBA for sure. Like, who's gonna play defense? Who is guarding anybody on that squad is what I want to know. Like, they're gonna have to outscore everybody, bro.
They are. Walker Kessler is the only true defender out there. Mamu is okay, but that ain't gonna work, bro.
Hey, I will tell you this about the Lakers, though. They drafted this one kid. I can't remember. I think his name might start with maybe went to Baylor. Bro, Bro, he needs to start off day one. He needs to start, bro. That dude can play. He's the truth. I like his game a lot, bro. He can play.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. But you know what? They weird things with their rookies. whatever they did with Dalton Connect that made him lose all the confidence that he had, even Summer League, man, that dude is not the same person.
Yeah.
They still got Bronny James there. I'm sure they're going to play him little by little and try to phase him out now that LeBron's gone. But yeah, man, it's just I don't know what they're doing over there with that. I don't feel like they're surrounding Luka with the right pieces, at least not yet. I don't think that Walker Kessler at that price point was the right piece.
Yeah. I know one thing, man. Luka gonna catch some fire, man, if they ain't winning too.
Luka gonna leave. That's what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be tough to leave LA, especially the Lakers, man. Like when you at one of those franchises, it is very, especially in your prime, it is very tough to leave like those big time because he's gonna be making so much money outside of the court. His star is gonna grow tremendously being a part of the Lakers. So it's gonna be tough for him to leave for real.
It is. But if they don't give him what he wants, because the main thing that he wants to be there and be able to win. And you just, with that starting lineup, you ain't beating OKC and you ain't beating San Antonio.
Yeah.
They're gonna run y'all out the building.
Yep.
It ain't gonna work. So that's why I see him possibly leaving. But we'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they're more athletic than I thought.
Yeah, that could happen. I
don't think so. Tone said he feels him going back to Cleveland so Bronny can play too. He might go to the Warriors if they get AD. They're not going to get AD. They already said that they didn't want to make that trade. They didn't have the assets. Not to mention, AD he wants to get a new contract wherever he goes. And that's why he's having the issues with Washington. So I don't think that they're going to be able to get AD, especially now that they got I don't think they're going to get AD at all. And no, Bronny actually, they just said that his contract was what was it? Yeah, they didn't have it certified or whatever the word is for it, but like now he's getting paid, so he ain't going nowhere. Yeah. All right. Okay, here's a good one. I think this is my last one. Max Holloway is higher on Goat Mountain than Conor McGregor.
Ooh. Man, that's tough. Obviously star power, Conor, but I think achievements. Because I mean, we got to think like both guys won 2 titles. I mean, both of them won featherweight. Conor won at lightweight, but then Max got the BMF. Sheesh. I think the fact that we got the first fight and Conor beat him, and now we getting the rematch. If Conor were to win again, I think it would seal the deal that he would always be ahead of Max. But if Max were to get the win, I think Max would probably end up being ahead of him. I think there a lot of that's going to come down to this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think that had this fight never been announced or scheduled or whatnot, I would definitely have Max ahead of Conor. Obviously, like you said, there's what he means to the UFC or what he means to MMA. That's a whole different conversation. That's the conversation that you pull in Brock Lesnar, Ronda Rousey, those type of people. But when we're talking about Goat Mountain, Conor has no title defenses. 0. None. True. Max Holloway has defended not only the featherweight belt, but he's also defended the BMF belt. So
does a head-to-head count for anything?
For me, it counts, but it doesn't sway. It doesn't sway it for me. They both have wins over Jose Aldo.
Yep.
But who did it? Now, mind you, Conor's was more consequential, more explosive. But if Jose Aldo matched up against Conor again in their primes, do we think it's going that same way?
I mean, I think that what happened that was once in a lifetime. Like what happened in that fight.
I think lightning struck, and he was the beneficiary of it.
Yeah. So, but what if Conor wins this weekend? Does that change anything?
Now, if Conor wins this weekend,
exactly, exactly.
That changes things. Yes, it does. It does. Because that's a monumental win against, you know, like I said, you give Max all his flowers, and then match him up against Conor, and Conor takes all those flowers away. So I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. I'm excited to see it too. I'm excited for it. So, all y'all in the chat, we're gonna do a live stream on Saturday for the fights. I'm really excited about it, and hopefully y'all are in there, and hopefully y'all invite some more people so we can have a nice packed live stream or whatever. But other than that, what else do you have going on for the rest of the week?
The rest of the week, I might try to get a stream in on Friday. We'll see. But like I said, definitely Saturday we'll definitely jump on for the main card, of course. I'm trying to get this video done. We'll see if I can go ahead and get that done and get that out tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh, you off work? Bet. Okay.
That's perfect, Reinier.
One more thing. I'm actually putting out a video in the next day or so about the Max Holloway Conor McGregor fight with Fight Night Frankie. So that should be coming out soon. But yeah, he's calling in drunk now. What? Boy, it's crazy.
Grimy one of them ones, man.
He is, man. He is. All right. So yeah, until next time, we will holler at y'all boys.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Crosswalk. Come back next Monday to chop it up.
So please, whatever.